Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I came over here and here at Ears Acres. First of all, yesterday, Joel kind of surprised me and showed up to fix this fence. Yeah, so there's no way those little guys can get out. I think one got out the other day. I'm not sure if someone put him in or what, but there's a little bit of horse manure. Donkey. And it goes down that far, and then we'll get the troubled areas. So it doesn't look half bad, and they, know they can't do it or whatever. I looked for a plug for that tub down there, and I got the wrong size. But I did a little project here. It's nothing terribly fancy, but I'll just show it to you. I'm all proud. Okay, see, when you open this, like, you have to lean down and kind of lock it. And I thought, I want something just to grab onto when I come in. See? That's all I did, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll paint it red if Dino wants me to. So that's it. Now, I tried to do something else, but, oops, it didn't. Let me film something pleasant. It didn't work. Only because I'm not that strong in terms of hammering. I have a round, like a round piece of wood. It looks like a knob, kind of. I guess it is one. And I was going to just pound it in there and paint it red. But I have an idea. Since I know Dino's son Odino, watches the videos, I thought that I'd do it this way. And then, he can let me know if he thinks it's a good idea about it. All right. If you open both of these up, these doors, clearly it makes it airier, and I wouldn't want them to run in or anything. But, have it open so that I can see stuff or just get air in there, whatever, while I'm here only, never when I'm not here. Well, they make these things, they're called stall guards, and they're nylon and all this jazz, and they look like a bunch of like tic-tac-toe boards kind of going across, but then I got to thinking, which is always frightening, why not, maybe, possibly to save a few dollars, just take some snow fence and, excuse me, Stanley, I'm approaching. I don't know if you're going to be able to even see what I'm talking about here, but kind of put it over and arrange it in such a way that it, like, clearly if they wanted to desperately enough, they could go through, I guess, but I would be here when this is in action, or something like that. Just an idea I thought I'd see. There is some snow fence back there, but Dino told me use what I want, but I feel funny cutting up his snow fence. It's not right. It's wrong. So, if not, I can get one of those stall guard things. I just thought it'd be kind of neat to give a little more air and circulation, and mainly for me. Well, actually them too. But like I said, only when I'm here. Only when I'm here. Because, come on. These guys are so smart, it's ridiculous. Look at little he, haw. Wait a minute, look at little he hidden by haw. Yeah, they're just really smart, and they watch me do stuff. And all right, here's what I started to do tonight. I came in the gate, and I always have this filled with stuff. But I left it outside the gate, and then I had the halter, the famous halter. And Stanley just was kind of there, and I just whipped the rope around his neck, kind of like a cowboy. Except I'm a girl, and he's a mule, not a horse that you'd ride to be a cowboy. All right, anyhow. And then I just let him up there with that around his neck, and then I fed him. And then I went to the dollar store because I had to get a strainer because they are rolling wildly in the sawdust, and then it gets in here, and I thought I'm going to strain it off the top. See, some already went to the bottom. And so I bought a strainer, like a spaghetti strainer thing, but with real close deals, and strained some of the jazz off the top. And when I came back in, I did the same thing. And then when he went up there, I gave him just a little bit, like I put his purple bucket there and gave him just like a teaspoon of something. And then I'll start doing the same thing with the donkeys and maybe get them to be able to move on the halters. I don't know. I just want them to associate that the halters are okay and they're not going to be injured while wearing them. They're not going to be worked to death, or they're not going to maybe be in pain, or, whatever the case may be. So Stanley, did really well with it both times. So we're not going to do it again today because I'm not leaving and coming back again today. Actually, right now, I should probably get ready. I have to call Aunt Liz and tell her, don't start the water. Nobody's having a baby. Don't boil the water. All right, I guess that's all. So, that's the plan. And, you know, I'm not sure if the snow fence or whatever, but I could maybe take, like some wood so we could sort of roll it open. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to think of stuff. I'm pretty creative. When I used to go camping, I was good at engineering stuff. But I'm just not good at hammering around deal. But at least you can just grab this. See? You grab it, and then you don't have to, like, lean over with the possibility of a mule whipping the door open and stepping on your head. Safety first, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm going to sign off because I'm rambling. And it's going to rain again. There's the geese. I always say I'm going to sign off, and then I never do. But I think Stanley and the donkeys are getting a little bored, so that's sort of good. They'll be ready to be worked whenever we get the appropriate materials to do so. All right, over and out here on Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Drop those blasted political identities. Let's focus on Hee-Haw and Stanley. Research before you... No, wait. How's this going? Leave labels at the door. I've only been doing it 4 years or something. Yeah. Research before you judge, and remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. All of these guys rolled in here today because when I got here to the famous gate, they were all covered in sawdust. I want to see if Stanley will do something. I'm behind you. I'm not signing off. Stanley approaching. Why don't you do something fun? He's like, oh, and I put some of the fly stuff on. Stanley's not real fond of it. The donkeys tolerate it. But it does seem to work okay, and he keeps hitting me with his tail. So I do like how they did his tail cut. On the top there, it's like, yeah. Pretty soon he's going to be a long-haired hippie. His hair's growing. Behind you. Pan sawed, handle sawed. Okay, well, just took more sawdust and dumped it in, and there's Haw. I'm going to sign off. I keep saying it, but I'm doing it. I really have to. I have to leave. Okay, bye.